Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just want to respond to a few things I heard from my colleagues across the aisle. And I really feel like they are, what we call my neck of the woods is putting the cart before the horse, or maybe the buggy before the horse. Mr. Swazi from New York talked about wanting to make lives better. And he said, we can do that, but still keep economic engines going strong. Well, that's putting the cart before the horse. It's the economic engines going strong that have created opportunity for people, that have created a system that is the envy of the world. It is the economic engines going strong that create the jobs that are necessary to create that opportunity. Earlier in the day, Mr. Pasquale held up a newspaper with an article that talked about the poverty rate being the lowest poverty rate that we've seen in history. And I read that article as well. I saw it last night. And I don't know if Mr. Pasquale noticed this, but the poverty rate is lower only because of the government subsidies. The trillions of dollars that have been pumped into the economy, and I supported the CARES Act initially, felt that we needed that, but it is those government dollars that have lowered the poverty rate. I don't know that we should be all that proud of that, because that's not sustainable long term. If you think that's sustainable long term, why don't we pile enough money into the economy to lift everybody out of the poverty rate? Sure, we'd like to do that, but we know we can't, because that system doesn't work. We are fortunate to live in a country that provides a safety net for people that cannot provide for themselves, and I will always support that. But we expect people who can provide for themselves to do so. And they can only do so if we have a strong economy that is creating jobs. So again, as I said, I was very proud that prior to COVID, we did have the lowest poverty rate ever in the history of the country without the government subsidies that are unsustainable. We had the lowest poverty rate being achieved in a sustainable fashion. We had more people working than ever before. It's a very, very clear difference. I listened to the Democrats, and I feel like they missed the point that economic system, that system where corporations can compete, can create products that people want to purchase, can create jobs. That's the foundation that can allow every American to achieve their own American dream. Thank you, Mr. Chair.